My guest at this time is a former Impact Wrestling X Division champion. He is now officially a free agent. It is Jake Crist. Jake, thank you very much for taking the time to chat with me here today.
Oh, dude, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
No problem.
How's things going with you?
Things are going well, man. You seem like you've got a skip in your step here. You seem like you're not too beat up about this free agent thing. You seem pretty happy right now, Jake.
No, I'm not. I am really. Yeah, I'm pretty happy. I'm motivated more than ever right now. To be completely honest, I'm just really. I found inner peace within myself, and I think that's key in life. Like, not having heat with anybody or anything like that. I have no negativity in my life at the moment, and that's why I have this pep in my step. That's why I'm happy. That's why you see this big smile on my face. I'm a free agent, baby. I'm a free agent, baby.
It's a good time and well, it's tough because of the pandemic, but there is obviously a very fertile pro wrestling scene out there. But like, wait, before we get to any of this, Jake, when exactly did you become a free agent? Was it like a couple hours ago? When did this happen?
My contract was up January 1st anyways, and so like I didn't think there was going to be any type of renewal or anything like that. So I just I finally got a hold of the office, and I told them I had a couple opportunities coming up that I wouldn't mind if I could jump on those, and they granted that to me. So here I am. Now I'm a free agent, and can't be happy. Can't be more happy.
So they allowed you to get out of your contract like a couple weeks early, not like anything ridiculous, right?
No. I mean, yeah. I was still under contract for 6 months, not being used and sitting at home.
Yeah, well, we're going to talk about that, Jake, because we have a lot of mutual friends, and I've actually been like interested in like what the hell happened to you the last 6 months. And so like hopefully you can like shed some light on this for me.
No, yeah, sure, let's do it. Let's rock and roll.
Okay, so Jake, the last time people saw you on Impact TV, you were part of a group called Cancel Culture with Joey Ryan and Van Dam. And here's the thing. Before we get to like what happened, so like how did that all come about? What was it like for you at that time? Were you excited about this stable? What was your feeling going into this group with that?
It was legit. It was a dream come true, only because RVD was one of my favorite wrestlers when I was a teenager. When I discovered ECW, I think like most, Rob Van Dam, was my favorite wrestler. So when I became in a faction with Joey, Katie, and Rob, like I was on cloud nine. I loved it.
Yeah,
I loved it. It's I have nothing bad to say about it. I had a lot of fun standing next to RVD. It just sucks that it wasn't aired. because there was a lot of hard work put into it, I felt, and it just kind of got scrapped, which rightfully so. I get it, that's fine. There's no hard feelings at all. Like maybe one day, who knows? Like I want the door to be open, if that makes any sense. Like I don't want heat with anybody. Like I'm just happy to be free, and that's why you've seen the gel stuff. That's why you've seen the Johnny Cash stuff. I'm the modern man in black. I'm for the beaten down, the poor. All those things that's happening during this pandemic that's happened. I mean, like I can relate to the common person because I lost my job technically during the pandemic, just like a lot of Americans did.
Yeah, man. And so like, yeah, I don't, Jake, when I look back on 2020, I think to myself, what is the most 2020 story of 2020, right? Joey Ryan being a part of cancel culture while being the victim of actual cancel culture. I don't know, man. That kind of takes the cake. Like, what was it like for you being inside that and why? Because like you mentioned, I guess there'd been stuff that film that got scrapped. Like, what was it like for you being a part of watching this all play out here and all fall apart because of what Joey did or was accused of?
I just like most, I was just waiting to find out what was going to happen to me, and
Yeah.
unfortunately, like the unprofessional side of things that happened to me, I never got an answer. I never got a clear answer up until you seen, just like everybody else seen, when I started putting out the hashtag free agent and
Right.
all that stuff. Like that's when it happened.
Okay. So like, but at the same
But
time,
it took a lot of hard work and a lot of, like, I contacted a lot of people, and I never heard anything back. I didn't know what was happening with me. So I mean, and so, yeah, it sucks, but again, stuff happens for a reason, and I'm actually glad it happened. It sucks that it happened. Like I wish it didn't happen. I feel that there was a lot more that I could offer the company. Being former tag champ and X Division champion,
yeah.
um, I felt like I have a lot to offer, and I felt like I was a huge asset to a company, and moving forward to any company.
Dude, Jake, here's the thing though that's like that's crazy for me, right? Like I've spent time with you, we've done interviews, I know a lot of the same people. You're very well liked, Jake. Like you're a great performer. I've always enjoyed watching you perform. You're very well liked.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
You're no problem, man. I'm just shooting straight here, right? Because like I feel a little like bad about you in this situation because yeah, you got tied to Joey here in this cancel culture thing, and I get that not working. I think we all get that. But then
Yeah, I mean, like I was a total victim, like yeah, of cancel culture, of not doing anything wrong, if that makes any sense. Like
yeah,
what I'm all about is going to the show, performing to the best of my ability, trying to have the fans walk out, becoming a fan of Jake Crist. I immediately get in the car, come home to my wife and my two children. So like that's legit. Like I've never been a part of one of those good old boys that want to go around and mess around with all the rats and so on and so forth. I've never been a part about that.
right.
Well, like, so like, will I stay at the bar and have a drink or two and chat with the fans? Absolutely. But as far as I'm concerned, I would rather just go there, do my job to the best of my ability, and get home to my kids.
Yeah, man, because like I was gonna say, like the Joey things happened, but then like, I just want to call it an elephant. Your brother got tied up in some negative.
Oh yeah, yeah. But
Yeah,
here's the big thing. Like, I'm always going to get tied up with Dave. Like, people always is going to mix up our names. I've been called Dave. He's been called Jake. People don't realize that, but I need to take this opportunity to clear things up. Like,
yeah,
yeah, Dave did it. That wasn't like, with him being canceled. That for sure, that didn't help me out at all.
yeah.
But the fact is if you really think about it, if you really put in perspective, the last thing you see me doing on Impact Wrestling involving Dave Crist is me roundhouse kicking him in the face,
Correct. Yeah.
and then going with Joey Ryan. So as far as I'm concerned, Joey Ryan was the reason why you don't see Jake Crist on Impact TV. If
Right.
that makes sense.
It just all happened so close together, right? And
And it does, and having the Chris last name, like it's always going to have that burden now, probably, with and being tied to Dave. But the fact is like I'm here to turn that around. This is the first time in 18 years of my career where I'm finally on my own. I'm not in a faction. I just want to be me. I want to prove not only to myself, my family, and the fans, and all the wrestling industry on how great of a performer Jake Crist really is. Because deep down, no one can hold a candle to me. Like, I know that sounds cocky, and it should, or whatever. But as far as performing, there's no one in there. No, there's no one on the indie scene that can do what I can do.
yeah, I would agree with that, Jake. As a Chicago guy, I've seen quite a bit of your work here, and
I
like
appreciate I'll jump off anything. If you want
Yeah,
me to bleed, I'll bleed. You want me to jump off something? You want technical? I give you that. You want high flying? I'll give you anything
but
and
that's
everything.
that's the thing, Jake, is like, especially when you took that X Division title, right? Like, I thought you were like the custom tailored guy to usher in that new era with him. You got the size and the speed that just kind of always has fit well in that division. I'll put it that way, right?
Thank, thank you. I thought so too.
Yeah, and so
Thank.
like that's why I'm just like sitting here scratching my head because like I get it, right? Like, well, first of all, take a step back. Like, you got paired with these bad people, right? But that's no reason to put you away for 6 months. Like, obviously with Impact, shortly before all this, they were dealing with this, like, whatever they're claiming to be a neutral third party investigation into other allegations. Then this thing comes up. I feel like they were maybe a little sensitive about this, and like that's why they felt like the need to put distance with you, even though you had done nothing wrong. Does that make
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it makes completely sense, and I completely agree with you. But I
sense?
mean, hindsight's 2020, and what happened, and like I'm just here's where I'm at. Like I'm just I've grown as a person so much to where it's like I'm not trying to harp on the past. Like
Sure.
let's forget about the past. Like I know, sometimes the past can come back and it'll haunt you. But like for me, the way I'm looking at life is people focus on the past and the negativity too much and so much, and it hinders on what they're trying to become as a person. So for me, I'm trying to forget about the past. I'm trying to forget about the Joey Ryan and the Dave stuff and all that cancel culture stuff. I want to put all that behind me and become a better person. That's what I'm striving to be. And like it, so as far as I'm concerned, what happened in this past is it's done, it's over. I have a clean slate with any and everybody. I have no heat with nobody. I love Impact Wrestling. Like I've nothing bad to say. I loved my time there. I've met a lot of great people, a lot of amazing people, a lot of friends. I wish nothing but the best for Impact Wrestling,
Okay.
because if they do well, wrestling is going to do well. And it's just growing as a person. Not to try to sound like a motivational speaker, but if we just forget about the past and we just focus on who we want to be as a person, I think the world will be at a better place.
Yeah.
I truly believe that.
And so with you then, like, you departing Impact and everything, so it sounds like there became a point where you just were not hearing anything back from the company. You weren't getting an explanation. And so you decided to launch this hashtag free agent thing, and that's what got their attention and led to you kind of formally getting to kind of part ways with the company. Is that correct?
Yeah, pretty much, yes.
Okay.
Like I wasn't hearing anything back. I thought, with the things that I've done for the company, like the way they treated it, I thought it could have been handled. But I also understand too, like, them wanting to distance and do everything. Like I said, there's no hard feelings, and I wish nothing but the best. And
Yeah.
I have a lot of friends that still work for the company, and like I said, it's nothing but the best for them.
So like with you now, so like you had these 6 months here, Dave, like or Jake, sorry, I just screwed it up too. Just talking about your
See,
brother. My
you did
bad,
it
Jake.
too.
I just
You
did it.
did it
I did
too.
it. I did it because I'm looking at a sheet. His name's here on the paper. God damn it. Anyway, Jake, you got 6 months here where you're not working on TV. I know you're a busy guy. Don't you own like a tire like yard and like electronics places and things like that? Like don't you've got like a lot of things you're doing, right?
Yeah, well, yeah. My computer shop, Nerd Reserve, we ended up having to close that. Big shout out to Nerd Reserve. Pandemic's been hard. I've lost pretty much everything, so
Oh my
it's
god.
all good though.
Were you getting paid by Impact at all when you were sitting at home, or you do not get paid if you're not working?
Um, the Yeah, no, I'm not getting paid.
That's unfortunate, Jake. I'm very sorry to hear that. And you're a hustler,
That's okay.
you know.
That's why you, like, to be honest, like if I was getting paid, like I'm scared to death of this pandemic, just like everybody else is. So you wouldn't be seeing me going out there as much as I have been, during this pandemic, if I didn't have to go out to make money, to make ends meet, to put food on the table. To be completely honest, like that's like you wouldn't see me doing all the indie shows that I've been doing if I was, still getting paid.
Yeah, man. Well, that's the hard thing about it, man, right now in this pandemic. And so, like, for you, like, there was that report that came out of Impact, where I heard, so like, you performed briefly for them when the pandemic was going on and there was no crowds, right, in the summer.
Right.
Were you guys getting tested? Like, what was the safety like around when you were doing those shows?
Yes. Every time we'd have to go in and get the temperature check and all that.
Sure.
But as far as getting tested, I never personally got tested. I got tested on my own,
Right.
but the company never like did like the testing stuff.
Yeah, because I felt bad for the talents I was reading about and talking to here just a couple weeks ago. Because I think there was like an outbreak where like some people knew and some people didn't know. I'm sure that you, as a performer in an environment like that, and you're doing indies too, where it's kind of the same situation. That's got to be really mentally nerve wracking.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's actually it's scary. It's scary. I just wrestled Gary J at IWA Mid South
Awesome guy.
not too long ago,
Great.
and he great performer,
Great.
amazing performer.
Yeah,
love like had amazing match with him. If you get a chance to check it out at IWA Mid South, whatever their TV thing is, I think it's IW TV, but we killed it. But like he sent me a message a couple days later saying that he tested positive for COVID, and it scared me to death. So I ran and got a rapid COVID test. It ended up costing me like $150, but I had that ease mind that I knew right away that I didn't have COVID.
Man, wow, that's a payday.
Yeah, dude, it's dude. But it's a peace of mind.
Yeah. No, I mean, dude, we did the Warrior Wrestling shows here in Chicago, and 3 of those, and I was done. I was like, I don't want to do this for a while.
The Warrior shows were amazing, though. That's the way.
Yeah,
that's the way to do it. The stadiums and how spread out everyone was. Like that was amazing.
Yeah, well, we try our best. That's what we do. And so with you going forward, man, like you're free agent here. Now the next logical question is like, what do you want to do? Like, where do you? Yeah.
What do I want to do? Where do I want to end up? Is that the question?
I mean, or do you want to tease like where maybe we could be? I mean, however you want to field this, man. This is a delicate question because it's the wrestling business. You don't want to give away the barn or anything,
Well, I will say this. I've reached out to a few different promotions. We'll see what comes up with that. As far as I'm concerned, like I said earlier in the interview, I'm just trying to focus on me and my character, the Modern Man in Black. I'm focused. This is the first time I'm not in a tag team. I'm not in a faction. I need to prove myself. Like I'm not only to the fan, like I feel like I need to prove myself as a singles performer. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm taking that opportunity, and that's what I'm striving to do on any type of level. If I end up on TV somewhere, like I hope I do, but if I don't, I'm happy being an independent professional wrestler.
Very cool. And so, what do you think about your old Impact boss, Don Callis, over at working with the AEW guys now? Do you think that helps you, hurts you? Do you have an opinion on that?
I love Don. Like I think that'd be great. Like as far as I'm concerned, I think Don and I were very, very cool. He always put me over. So who knows? Hopefully, hopefully that could help chances. Maybe it hurts. I don't know. I mean, there had to be a reason why I didn't get a answer for 6 months.
That's the thing. And Jake, you're such a nice guy, and I can tell that you're trying to be very diplomatic about this and everything. But I mean, at the same time, I mean, it's gotta hurt to not get. I mean, just to be ghosted like that. I mean, because again, you
Oh
were
yeah, absolutely.
sitting world champ or still not world champ, sitting X Division champion there. What I think was that your last appearance? Was Bound for Glory dropping the title? Was that it? Or
No, no, no. I did a few of those. Like we did the breakup of OVE
right. Yeah,
during the pandemic. And then I was with cancel culture.
that's right. That's right.
Not with, not with. I mean, I'm with it. I'm down for it. I'm down for the
Sure.
people that like actually deserve to, get ridiculed and out of this business. I mean, I'm down for that. I'm down for the sleazeballs to get out, and I want this, business to be better, for everybody.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
know,
But
what if one of my children want to get involved? I hope to God they don't. But what if they do want to get involved in this business?
yeah,
I want this business to be around forever. So I'm just trying to strive to make the business better on my end.
yeah, as much as you can, man. Because I mean, like, I think you would agree. There's still some room to go in that area, right?
Oh, absolutely. Like even me, like there's still room for me to grow as a human being. And like I said, I'm trying to find my inner peace, and I have, and I really do think that's the key to life is finding peace within yourself and finding out who you are as a person and who you want to be as a person. And that's what I'm doing. Like I found out who I am. Like I can describe my character in one sentence, and that's a rock star that happens to be a professional wrestler, and nobody can play the 3 string like I can.
Well, one other place that I wanted to bring up was like you have some experience with Ring of Honor. You got a couple runs there, right? Including just one a couple appearances a few years ago. What do you think of the
Yep.
ROH product right now? Is that some place you'd entertain maybe heading back to?
I would love to go back, and that's been one of the promotions I've reached out to. But Hunter is horrible getting back at people.
Call him. I guess
No,
so. Shoot
I've
your shot.
called him.
No, I'm
I've
telling
called
him to
him.
call you. Shoot your shot, man. You're saying it publicly here. I love it. That's
Hey,
great.
hey,
Yeah.
Delirious, call me, bro. I've called you. I've called you, bro. I've left you message after message. I've gave you emails. I've got a hold of a whole bunch of people on your roster. Hook me up, bro. Give me a call. Give me a chance. Come on, Delirious. Come on, Hunter. What's up, bro?
Okay. It's good. I mean, it's good. You put the carrier pigeon out there today. Yeah, I
Now,
mean,
what a pitch, right? Like why wouldn't you want me in your company, right?
look, not enough guys, I guess, put themselves out there. Whatever, man.
Right. I mean, I'll do it. I'll do it. Hell,
But there's a lot of
what's the
places
worst that can happen?
outside AEW, WWE. There's a lot of places. Ring of Honor, New Japan. I mean, New Japan's building an American roster talent right now over the New Japan Strong. I could see you. I mean, they got guys like ACH, Leo Rush. I could see you very easily in that mix over there.
Oh yeah, man, 2 great guys that I would love to have a match with.
There's a Ohio stable down in GCW, I believe, right now. Right? Oh, we lost Jake. You there?
Oh no, yeah, I just hit the 10 or the 20.
Oh, did that end it? Oh, sorry. I thought it was on my end. You still there?
No, no, no. That was my end. My phone went, hey, you got 20% left on your battery.
Okay, got it. Wonderful. Well, I was just gonna bring up lastly here the Ohio faction, which Ricky Shane Page is doing down in GCW and stuff. What do you think of that? Is that a place you could see yourself maybe moving? I know you have like CZW ties and things like that. I don't know what that relationship's like. So
I haven't wrestled in CZW in years. Like I'm not really too good with dates. I've been hitting the head with a lot, and the things we've talked about before, doesn't help with my brain cells and stuff. Like, but the fact is being hit in the head and being in this business for 18 years, I forget a lot of dates and stuff. But it's been a very long time since I've wrestled for CZW. I would love to wrestle for GCW. I've reached out with them. I think Brett hates me, and
why is that? Why do you think Brett hates you? What did you do?
I it was probably because earlier on in GCW, I was going to do some stuff for him, and it kind of fell through on my end. Had some family stuff and kind of had to cancel and stuff, so it's probably my fault.
Okay. Well, again, it's out
So,
there.
I mean, like, I'm not hate's a strong word. I mean, I'm trying to limit that from my vocabulary, but I have reached out to GCW. I would love to work there. Who knows? Like I said, everything as far as I'm concerned, all the slate's clean for me. And I just want to work and perform to the best of my ability and bring bread to the table.
Yeah, brother. Man, well, Jake, I want to thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me, man. I have been really interested to hear your side of what these past few months have been like because, like, yeah, I mean, I, like a lot of people, have just been wondering, what happened? Like, where'd he go?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I hope that answers a lot of people's questions.
Yeah, I think you covered all the bases here today, man. So,
I think so.
yeah. So with that, like, let's wrap it up here. Anything you want to plug, promote, put over, tell people where to go support you, anything like that?
Always hit me up on Instagram, Twitter, at the Jake Crist. If you want to book me, my email is jakechristbookings@gmail.com. Please hit me up if you want to book a Jake Crist on your show.